We are here at the main attraction with your main Anibal, aka Duce. That's a little rap name I always had, in my mind. Aka Ace. And I'm here right next to my main Tom G.
Are you recording already?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
first episode.
Not yet, bro. I'm not ready. I'm still creating this fucking email, bro.
Keep creating the email, bro. It's part of how we do things around here.
We're multitasking, okay.
Yeah, 100%. We're trying to teach people how to be better. So this is part of being better.
I didn't even need a cue that I needed to introduce myself.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'll introduce myself and you introduce yourself. It's all right.
Well, go ahead.
I'm Anibal, and I'm right here with my main man, a.k.a. Tampa, the Major of Tampa. Fuck Gencaster.
Main.
My
main.
Yeah, MAIN.
See, there's a difference between man and then main. What determines a main is what's inside of him.
Exactly. Your drive, what you have in you,
Anybody can be a man, but it takes a whole different main to be a main. Come
on now. You're main too. This goes for all genders. Whatever you are, whatever you view yourself as, is all of that. Main, woman. If you live in Maine, you're already a Maine. So it don't matter. If you walk through the main door, you're a Maine. Yeah. This is part of our lingo, man.
You eat so many snacks you can't even get to the main course.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So what we're gonna do on this podcast, man, we're gonna talk to our friends. We're gonna talk to people that we know, that we find interesting. We're gonna get deep into their life and just their everyday. Also deep into like what makes them who they are and what they've done in their life and maybe where they're going to and what they're gonna do. And kind of like the thought process about it,
He's lying. We're just gonna be talking shit with them for like an hour, just dicking around. It's not gonna get that deep. Well, I mean, we're gonna get some information and enjoy ourselves, but this isn't like it's like a therapy session.
No. I mean, it could be both.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just talking to
fucking people.
Therapeutic. Just talking to people and explaining themselves and you explaining you. It's good.
We are not certified counselors, so don't come here with your issues.
No. We are not professionable at anything. Only thing we professionalize ourselves is on being mains. That's what we
main
do.
Pipe.
Yeah. a 1-800 pipe layers.
Anyways, but so we give ourselves some background. Yep. Give them a little background on where you came from.
I'm Anibal. That's Anibal. Anibal in Spanish. Fuck with me. I was born in Cuba, Came here at 11 with some family members. I didn't come by myself. Came here legally, too. Don't think I came out here swimming. I could have, but I don't think I was going to make it.
He's bougie. He flew.
Yeah. Oh, first class, Mm-hmm. Nah, Southwest, bro.
Southwest?
I think it was, Cubana or Southwest. Some of them. I don't
was probably nice to you, though, at the time.
Oh, everything was nice when I got here.
Yeah. That flight was probably like being in a movie.
Bro, that's the first time I flew anywhere. That's the first time. Yeah, I mean, I've been to the airport before, but like first time passing to go somewhere else. Like you're out the country. You always had dreams of like wanting to like visit places, but like you were just going and staying there. There's no going back. Getting here was crazy, especially at 11, because like I knew I was leaving. Cuba since maybe like a few years prior to us leaving. I also had family members here, so I wanted to hold some of that information, of back home, meaning my friends and also like my surroundings. Like I want to remember this because this is part of what made me and how I grew up. And also like coming here, I knew I was gonna possibly forget some of that, so I needed to hold that as long as I could. So coming here, bro, the biggest thing was honestly lights. The shit that caught me off guard, it was lights everywhere. At the airport, on the streets, you look at the
street lights?
Yeah, your street lights, like at night, in general.
Like, just y'all have a lot of house lights, or was that
No, it was here, bro. Here, it was just a lot of fucking lights. I don't know. Castro over there was trying to save, and, it wasn't that many lights.
Did he have lights?
Oh, the blackouts and shit. No, yeah, we had lights, but I'm saying
he had lights. Like y'all were lacking in lights, but
all the motherfuckers had the best shit ever. Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Was it true? No, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it true that certain like food items were banned there? Like, couldn't you guys not eat lobster?
Not banned, but like you couldn't get your hands on it because like lobster was
for the tourists and stuff
exported,
like that.
Yeah, or
and
like
for the bigger like government people.
They were trying to make money out of it. Beef for a while was very hard to get your hands on. All that kind of became like the laws kind of changed after a while, but yeah, shit like that would change. Yeah, it was just like you couldn't find things, even if you have the money. So, but whatever that. And then here, bro, it was a cultural shock. I learned about this later, like when they can tell you how things happen and all that, and what means what. But it was just crazy, and going to a grocery store and it's full of shit, and it's like, damn, you can get this pasta, you can get the one with the elbow, you can get the panda pasta, you can get linguine. You get all that. Whatever your choice is, we have it.
What's it like going into a grocery store in Cuba?
Shit, bro.
It's whatever they got you're going to eat.
Whatever they got, and if you have it, some money, you going to buy this. It wasn't even, like, I remember mom always buying things of people that would come to the house, or like they were selling on the street things, Like, a very memorable memory was this guy, he would repair mattresses. So he would go down, like the street saying, "Se repara los colchones del muelle, colchones camero del muelle," bro. And that shit would always be ingrained in my head.
Real businessman.
Like he was walking in front, and then like his car or whatever, his truck, it was like behind him like a few blocks. I've never saw anybody, go to him and tell him, "Oh, fix my mattress" or something. No. It was, I don't know, but he had heart. Every day he was out there. There was another guy. He was he was missing a leg, like half a leg. He had like, on his knee. Then he had like a little brace down. The other leg was fine, but he had like a little limp,
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this dude would fix anything, and he had everything you wanted.
Really?
Like if you needed to like saw, like line for like sewing, the needle thing, like just whatever like you can think of, like for pots and pans, like little screws on the side, like like things that were unique that you couldn't really find anywhere unless you were like really, really looking for it. But even if you were, you probably couldn't find it. But he had the shit, and all he kept was a little backpack. I'm like, how the fuck you got all that in there, bro? It's like a goddamn genie. Just you put your hand in there, it's just a big ass world. It's like Narnia. Yeah,
he was an all around handyman.
Exactly, handyman. Yeah, it's just he had everything. It was crazy. Like,
what was like? So when you were over there, like everything was kind of behind. And when I say behind, just everything from technology,
right,
to popular products, to movies and stuff like that. So like, was there something that you had that a lot of people didn't? That when you had it, people were just like, "Oh, this dude's the shit."
I remember I got a PS2 in like 2009, I would say, or 10, bro. I was, all my friends like, "Bro, you gotta rent this so we can make money." I was like, like they always wanted to play and shit, and like I started playing for a few months, but after that, I was like, man, I'm done. Like I don't even want to play this no more because my thing was like I always wanted to go outside and play with them, or play baseball, whatever, just knock on people's houses and run, just have fun with anything else. Because like after you play GTA for a week, you already know what the fuck the game is about. Like, it's boring at that point.
Did you think that when you were playing that game, that like all the cities and shit like that were just unreal? Like, is this
bro? I thought that's how,
or something like that.
I thought that's how the U.S. was. Like, you could just cuss somebody out, or shoot them, whatever, nothing will happen. I mean, of course, it's a fucking game, but like
that's how you thought the U.S. was.
Like I'm not saying like in terms of freedom. In terms of freedom, like I was like, damn, there's a lot of shit is happening, Like, and that was the thing too. When we got here, my mom was always scared. Was like, "Oh, be careful out there. People got guns, this and that, whatever."
Cuidado afuera.
Yeah, like I'm like, if I'm good, nobody's gonna get bad with you. Like, just be a good person, and she'll be all right. No, but like like I had that PS2, bro, and bro, just everybody wanted, all my close friends, like they knew I had it, and like they wanted to go up and play and this and that, and it was like ahead of its time. Like not a lot of people that had connections to somebody on the outside, meaning outside of the country, they could get like their hands on like a PS1 or something like that, or some old technological thing.
They had a lot of people had family setting stuff,
right? So if like, they had,
if I had, like, let's say I was your your cousin that I was older, but I lived in the U.S. and I had something old that I didn't want to play with anymore. Like, there's a lot of that going on. Like, but then it was like kind of like new shit to you guys.
Oh yeah, brand new.
Like you hit the load when someone said
like shit. Now how, because I was talking to my grandma about this. Like she wanted, like what they do now is some people have like Wi-Fi at their house, so they connect like next to the park or whatever through the phone line, and then they'll download movies and shows and all that, and then they'll sell that. Like depending on how much memory it has, people will come like a USB over there and then like get like shows like that. So instead of having, on your TV, you got Hulu, Netflix, whatever, you can just plug in and watch something. You have to like go to a house, particular, like go buy something like the show and then bring it back home. Like my grandma was telling me, I was like, "Oh, can you download some shows on the USB?" I'm like, "Shit, I'll get you a whole fucking memory, like one what's that? It's not gigabyte, it's a trigabyte with a T, I think. Tetrabyte, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of
just a disclosure. We're not in the computers like that, so we're not up to date on our terminology. So if we fuck anything up, just don't come at our throats and say, "Oh, it's actually this," because the gigabyte to the fuck up.
Yeah, I think it's a tetrabyte or something.
We fuck up. We make mistakes. Yeah. Why do they put erasers on pencils? Because we fuck up.
Yep. So you gotta erase.
If you can correct us, but just do it nicely.
There you go. Don't get mad at me.
So like coming here, like as far as like everything from school to just things that you weren't used to.
Bro, even the school, because I remember like we had uniforms back there, and then you come here, you go to a public school here, and then you could wear whatever you want. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is too much freedom, bro. Like, I can just wear whatever. Like,
yeah, you got creative.
I can just wear a tank top and sweatpants. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but to a school. But but like you can just wear anything. It's like,
I know your grandmother or your mom would not let you leave the house like that.
Hell no, no. Like when I saw people wearing slides at school, I was like, what? Yeah. Y'all disrespectful, man. No, but I got it. I mean, it was like whatever. You going to school, it's not a big deal.
Was it shocking, like to have people, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of funny when I think about it, but it's the truth. Like in Cuban culture, it's very like leaving the house, especially with the old Cubans, like looking and smelling good.
Right. Yeah.
When you had someone in class that smelled like straight ass, was that a shock?
Shit, that's disrespectful now, bro. Like, cause you can get deodorant
especially in Cuban culture, it's like
you gotta come out clean. Yeah. Like I'll take a shower.
Like y'all didn't have much in Cuba. Yeah. But like
at least be clean.
At least
Yeah. At least have some decency.
I mean, I used to be bathed in Violeta when I was little.
Right.
I was the freshest baby on the block.
Just put some deodorant on. That's the thing. Yeah, just put some deodorant on. That's the bare minimum you can do.
And that's the thing is that like you don't have the excuse like it.
Nah, there's no excuse. That's just you being lazy. Yeah. No, I mean that happens to me now, bro. Like I go to study at Starbucks and be some hippie dude. No respect to no hippies. We love whatever you into. We rocking with it. That's whatever makes you happy.
I get what you mean though.
Yeah. But bro, dude,
you get too comfortable.
He had little long hair
everywhere, barefoot and shit like that. You go to those music festivals.
Shit. I mean, I get if you did like the whole fucking day, but it was early in the morning. It was like 9 a.m. How the fuck you smell like goddamn onions at 9 a.m. in the morning at Starbucks? I
understand if it's a long day and you've done some productive things and it's the Florida heat, but even at that,
it was like we were right next to Publix too. It's like I know they got fucking cosmetics and shit you can buy at Publix where you can at least put it on. Or there's a bathroom where you can just put some water under your armpits, like get some alcohol. I don't know, something. Just wipe that shit down. Wipe me down, like you can't be out there smelling like that, bro. But that comes also like I feel like just being comfortable in like I don't know in your own skin too and not giving a fuck. So I guess it's a plus to people that do that for them because they don't really give a fuck. Like if they're so used to it that the nasal pathway is like I don't even smell bad. This is how I smell. Because you get used to that shit. Like if you keep smelling the same smell all the time, you're not even gonna notice you smell that way. Like, I bet back in the day, like fucking 1700s or whatever, they probably didn't smell that good. They probably smell a little, rancid. So, because maybe they were all smelling that way, they didn't notice how bad they smelled. But now, since we take showers and, like, we're very high on our hygiene and, like, smells and all that, I mean, I guess some people have allergies, bro, to like fucking soaps and just like shit that you put on your skin and they just break out. So I understand that. Mm-hmm. But if you're just doing it because you don't want to or you don't feel like it, shit, like, I mean, you know, like, I don't know, put yourself like,
you don't have to take a full shower. I mean, you know, you could use wipes and stuff like that. There's alternatives.
I mean, yeah. But that's the only part that I get though. If you have like a problem on your skin, you need to see a dermatologist. That's different. That's completely different from somebody that just doesn't want to take motherfucking showers because you just want to smell like that, you know. It's happened a few times where I go out and, you know, and it's usually the same suspects. Motherfucker look, you know, bummed out. They're not really homeless. They look homeless, but they're not homeless. I mean, I don't know if they're depressed or whatever the fuck they're going through, but shit, we're all going through something. So that ain't...
It's not an excuse to smell like dick.
Yeah. No, but here too, when you would come, you would notice like people would go to like the store or whatever wearing like fucking pajamas. I'm like, what? Like, you're way too comfortable.
Oh, dude, the fresco mas by my house.
Yeah.
You see some people in some crazy shit. You know, I...
like Walmart, bro.
I'll walk in there feeling like a bum in slides and some sweatshorts, but my confidence goes up when I go in there because there's some people looking and smelling awful.
When I remember going here to Walmart the first few times, you would see people like it looks like they were just wearing like a bra, like it was very tight up, and I was like, damn, this is just we out here with it, you know, like just wearing like some scandal ass shit, like and Walmart. I mean, I get it, you know, do you? I'm not judging nobody. Do what you want, but it was just like a little bit shocking at first. It was just like different too in a way, because like even my dad too, bro. I remember my dad always had like a clean white shirt, you know, no matter what. Yeah, like a clean white tee, you know, and he was always like shaven, always had like either like a goatee or just bare face. And I don't know, and you always see that, and I guess you grew up with that. So if you didn't grow up with that, you're not gonna be used to it or have the mentality of like, oh, I should live my life, well, you know, this way. Yeah. So I get it. If you didn't have that in your life, you're not gonna do it now. So
I don't know. I just grew up. It was like if you looked or smelled funny, you get told to your face.
Bro, I started paying attention to that more when I started getting girls. Like when I started like talking to girls and this like that, I was like, oh, I don't want to smell bad.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was biting my nails, and this girl I was with, I was like in middle school. She was like, "You bite your nails?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" Yeah. Like you could just tell she was not rocking with that. I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta find a way not to bite my nails," and I stopped, bro. From that point on,
you stop quick. When a female calls you out,
when somebody that you like, and they tell you what you do that, it's like, damn, I didn't even know this is a thing.
Just
but
a chicken wrap.
But then, no, all that you just gotta go.
Yeah, once you get that, and then sometimes they'll do it in a crowd full of people.
Yeah. Like, especially in public. Oh, you're done.
You start to get all red and shit.
Bro, I remember I used to fucking pee the bed till I was like 7. Like it was kind of late. Like, you know, like I had conscious of what was happening. I just couldn't stop it. And my stepdad just told me, was like, "You want me to tell your friends that you've been doing this, bro?" Oh yeah, that shit stopped. You never went another day in your life. No. Shit. Fuck. No. Bro, it would be bad. Like, the fucking whole mattress would be yellow. You know, how to flip that shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm not even going to shame you. I think I didn't stop wetting my bed. And it wasn't like habitual. It was like, oh, shit, here we go again. It was, once in a blue moon, I wet my bed, and it was, I think I stopped at like, the last time I probably did it, in all honesty, was like 9 or 10 years old. And I'm not even bullshitting you. You know, sometimes it's like, I remember when I was like 9, I had this dream that I was running to a urinal. I was running to a urinal. I don't know where I was. I was running to the urinal. And when I got there, I pulled down, you know, like sometimes you do a premature pull down of your pants in the bathroom right before you even get to the urinal. You're like mid-run and you start to whip out your dick. Yeah. And I start pissing. I'm like, oh. And then I like blink and I'm like, I'm in my bed, wetting the bed, and it's too late now.
Your mom next to you, like, what the fuck you doing? No, that's how it was, bro. That's what happens. You feel like you're up, but you're not up. You're dreaming. You're dreaming your ass off, and they feel real as fuck. But that's when you gotta get up, get your ass up, and then pee. Now, bro, if I get up to pee, I'm not fucking going back to sleep though. Like I have to pee right before I go to bed, or make sure I don't drink too much water right before I go to bed because I can't. Nah,
I always wake up in the middle of the night.
See, bro, if my girl does, like Melissa does that, she would get up at like 3 in the fucking morning and go right back to sleep. I don't know how you do that. It's like
we can't incorporate names in this podcast.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
You're good.
Oh, I forgot.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Just from now on, we'll say the names. We'll rhyme their names. You know, if it's
right,
Justin, it's Mustin.
Right.
If it's Sarah, it's Kara. You know,
let's keep. See, we're not professionals. That's what happens.
That's okay. Well, you know,
this is heart to heart. You know.
Yeah.
Just telling you what I'm thinking. It's all coming out.
Yeah.
But no,
you get too deep into it and you forget. Like shit,
we
gotta filter ourselves. I mean, we're not gonna filter ourselves like crazy, but to an extent, you know.
Nah, I'm not filtering.
We don't need any lawsuits right now. We haven't even laid down the foundation. This is the first damn episode.
Everybody go come out the woodwork. Man, you were talking about the podcast. You talking about
everybody's knocking at my door. What were you talking about me about wedding?
You talking about you peed at my house outside? Like what?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, R. Kelly. Calm down.
Shit. No, it's I peed. Bro, once I'm leaving high school, hold on. I'm not gonna say his name. Well, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
My grandma's boyfriend, he picked me up. He had an old Mazda truck, and this shit, it was like one cabin, white. The seats were like plastic. It ran not that good, but you know, I was just appreciative that he came pick me up.
Yeah,
right? Nobody else.
The gesture that counts.
Yeah, this was like after practice. You know, I was sweaty as fuck from football, whatever. Like my fucking shorts, you know, it's like.
Yeah, you sweat. You perspirate a lot.
Oh, I sweat like a motherfucker. Yeah. That's why you gotta take showers. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, I get in the fucking car. He's on the right lane going like 40 miles per hour. 40 miles per hour, you think it's fast. It ain't fucking fast when you're on a car.
No, not
you're going slow. And he was telling me that he couldn't stop. He would put in the car, instead of putting in park, he would put it in neutral at like red lights. And he would see the red light and he would kind of like coast, so he couldn't even stop. Yeah. So I knew the car, like we couldn't stop or whatever. So I was like, damn, I gotta fucking. Bro, as soon as I get in the car and I like kind of, you know, crunch whatever.
Yeah. My
bladder was like, yo, we gotta go, player.
Yeah, you're driving. That was like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta go now. Well, from TC to my house, it was like, well, with his fucking slow ass, it was probably like, no, I appreciate the ride. I love it. But it was probably like 25 minutes, 20. And if you gotta pee, that shit is too long.
Nothing else. You can't concentrate on anything else more than peeing when you have to pee.
Bro, I was trying to think of anything. Like what happened that day, what I was going to do when I get home, about food.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about that.
No,
like when we were going to the Rays game the other day, it's like, you know, you start thinking about going in and stuff like that. About
you just thinking about putting your dick out in public and just peeing.
Yeah, it's like I don't care about anything else. Yeah. I just have to go pee.
Yeah, I got to release what I got in me. Yeah,
there can be like tits of 20 surrounding us, and it's like, get the fuck out of the way. I have to pee. Yeah, like this isn't. Yeah,
they don't. Yeah, no matter, it could be $2 million in front of you right there for the take. Can't do it.
Yeah,
shit, you'll pee on the money. Yeah, no. So I get in the car, bro, and I'm like, fuck, I can't. Like I can't like hold it. And I'm like, let me let off like a little bit, you know, like a few drops, because I'm already wet as fuck. So it's not even gonna look anything crazy.
You pissed your pants,
bro. That shit started coming out and I couldn't hold back. Shit was like
Niagara. Running down your legs.
That shit was Niagara Falls in that bitch. I'm sitting down in the car, so it was like spreading all over my shorts. Like throughout the whole trip.
Did he know?
He was a very nice dude, you know. Like he a little bit kind of like he wouldn't like state the obvious, and I don't know. I told my mom after I got out of the car, and like I tried to get like a towel or something, go back to the car and wipe it off real quick.
Oh, so it got on the seat.
Yeah, but the seat, bro, I'm on the seat. I'm peeing on it.
No, but like I thought the football pants, they were so tight.
But they were like dry fit. They were like dry fit, so it would just go right through. Yeah, it's like you're wearing like a bathing suit. It's like very permeable, like it goes right through it. Like it's made for that. And also, I've been sweating, so they're like soaked with sweat and all of the shit that I had. Mm-hmm. And bro, I'm like, I've never felt so fucking embarrassed. I didn't want to look at him in the eye.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed too, but I bet pissing felt really good, didn't it?
Bro, I got home. I had nothing else to pee. It was just done. I was dried up. I'm like, yeah, you peed everything you had there.
You know, that's the thing is that I've never been to like an actual. I've been to like smaller festivals in Tampa, like music festivals, but like those big ones like Coachella,
EDC,
Ultra, you know, what's the other one? And
EDC, right?
EDC, but there's another one that's comes to Florida.
Okeechobee,
Rolling Loud and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the past, I wanted to go. I think the sole fact that I drink so much water and that I'm constantly peeing ruins music festivals for me. Because if you're in that crowd with a fuckload of people and you got to piss, you can't tell your friends, all right, I'll be right back. I got to go pee. Because what happens?
Yeah. Y'all get lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if they're on acid or somebody that's fucked up, y'all going to get lost, man. Not that we do it. Not that we promote that. Yeah. We use the drugs, but other people do it. You know,
yeah,
this is
just a disaster because people come in groups of like 10 or 12, and, with their little festival outfits and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You know, doing the little thing with the rubber bands and the lights, nipple rings, nipple rings, and all that. But
netting.
I think that's ruined me wanting to go to music festivals. Now, if there's a little VIP tent with the middle-aged people that I can go to,
you gotta wear a catheter, my boy. Just put that shit in there. You know
what?
A catheter. You know, like the thing that they
put in your.
No, they put it in your bladder.
What?
You never had surgery when they put like the shit in you?
Bro, I don't.
It's painful.
They
put it through your dick hole and put it into your bladder.
You had that before,
bro? When I woke up when I had my back shit and I woke up, I was trying to like feel myself and whatever, like just touch like everything, make sure I'm okay, whatever. And I had to go pee. I was like, oh, just pee. They were like, just pee. I'm like, what the fuck you mean, just pee? I'm gonna pee on myself. Then I look, there's a fucking tube in my dick, and I'm like, yo, nobody told me about
get here.
Exactly. They didn't even tell me.
How'd that get in there?
I was like, I came here from my back, not for this. What's going on here? And they were like, oh no, we just did that so you don't have to get up, whatever.
How old were you when that happened?
Bro, it was it's like sophomore year of high school. It was like 2014. So I was like 14 then. No, 15, 16. Yeah, like 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was concerned. I couldn't. Yeah, no.
I want to have that too, guys.
Bro, you try to touch like your dick, and it's like it like hurts. Not touch it like to do anything, but just saying like just to feel what the fuck is happening. You have a tube in there, like what's going on here? And it's like you can't pull that out either because it goes into your bladder, I think, and it's like it kind of opens up so it doesn't go back out. Yeah. So they have to like do it to like take it out. No, yeah, it was. You
imagine sitting there and like you didn't know the tube was there, and then something stimulating
That's what I'm saying.
On TV.
Oh no, bro.
And then you get a little chub. I wonder how
much I had no chub. Like when I got out of there, I had no intentions of nothing. I was
just inverted.
Shit.
You became a woman.
There was a nurse that she was fine, but I couldn't. I was just looking at her like, damn, thank you. But that was it. Yeah, you couldn't do anything. I also couldn't poop either because of the medications that they gave me for the pain. So, but I was like 3-4 days without pooping. Like the only reason why I would stay there a little longer is because I couldn't go like use the bathroom. I'm like, I gotta fucking bro, the bottom of my stomach was just like hard. Like I couldn't go. And I remember they would give me like prune juice, all that fiber, the good stuff would like take you out, like clean it up. And nothing, bro. And then the nurse, the one that was a little fine, she was like, well, what we can do, we could put what's the thing to put in your that sprays? It's like an oil in your asshole, literally. Like
in your
spray it, yeah. You spray it and then it helps you. Well, you know the fucking name.
I don't know the name.
It's on
If we got some people in the medical field, there's any nurses listening. Shout out to the nurses because you guys are heroes and you get enough credit.
It's something very common. Damn, what the fuck is the name of it? It's literally like a little.
What's the function of this thing?
The function of it is supposed to like take everything out of you, make you poop. Yeah, really? But they put it in there and then they squeeze it. Imagine putting water, like pressure water, into you, bro. It's gonna come out. Whatever you have back there, it's gonna come out, bro. And she was like, "Oh, do you want me to do it, or do you want your mom to do it?" I was like, "No, you can do it. I don't want my mom back there. I mean, I'm cool with my mom. I love it, but like, nah, you do it." Shit, Harry, I don't know, bro. Just you do it, man. Like you've been doing this, bro. She like put it in. She's like, "All right, hold it for like 5 minutes." I was like, 5 minutes? I gotta go now. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. When you're anticipating something. Is the longest 5 minutes ever.
And it's not even 5 minutes. I haven't pooped for like 4 days. So it's like 4 days and 5 minutes. This has been going on, you know?
Yeah. You have that build up.
It's like, as soon as I should put it in, I went to the bathroom, bro. Everything came out. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I appreciate this so much. Now we can probably fucking leave now. It's like, yo, son, and I was also scared to like poop or like just push because the scar in my back, like that had just fucking covered it. And like it was right by there, like L3 is like lower back. So I was like, I feel like if I push, these fucking stitches are gonna come right out. Like, you know? So, but man, good times. Like, you know, dude. Make just for people out there, nurses, doctors, make sure you tell everything to whoever's getting surgery what's gonna happen. It's like when I woke up with that thing on my dingling, I'm like, what is this?
Surgery's no fun. I mean, I've been lucky enough. I've never broken any bones or anything like that, or fractured anything. But I had to have like my tonsils removed at age 20. 22?
I thought you were going to say like 12 or something.
No, I had it late.
I
know. Everybody else had it when they were a kid.
Yeah.
And shit. And, you know, I had all of a sudden my tonsils started swelling up and I started getting sick a few times.
I know.
It went from getting it strep throat once a year to like back to back to back. And then the crazy thing about it is that they will not give you tonsil surgery. Because back then, you used to have the option if you wanted to get it, just get it.
Yeah.
But I think it's at least 3 times within a certain time frame you have to get it before they have surgery. So I literally got it 3 times within 2 months, not intentionally, but it happened.
It seemed like you were.
And that's the thing is that once they were gone, it was perfect. You know, I'll get a cold here and there. I'll get the Daytona suds when I go to Daytona. And then, but as far as like, that's the worst pain in the world is not being able to like drink water, swallow food, and like just sitting there in bed, just fucking miserable. I think that summer I had put on like 15 pounds because I was lifting and all that. And then the moment I started to get sick, boom, I just lost it all. And then on top of that, once I got the surgery, the pain after was miserable.
Yeah.
It was like probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And then they told me, they were like, I'm sitting there and people are saying, oh yeah, you can eat ice cream the first day. I didn't want to eat ice cream. I couldn't even drink water without hurting. And then I'm like, the stuff you're giving me is not working. And they're like, oh, we didn't want to give you pain medicine to start off because we didn't want you to
get addicted to it, be a junkie.
Yeah. Well, you know,
whatever. Pain on it. Yeah.
It's like I need it. It's killing me. And the doctor's like, we want to see how you do without it. I don't want to see how I do without it. Give me that shit. Put it in. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I can't even take down I'm over here drinking Powerade slushies. Just sucking on the ice because I can't even gulp water.
That's what you got me.
But that is the worst pain.
I fucking love slushies, bro.
And it gets worse once you get older. It's like kids have the tonsils removed and they recover faster. When you do it as a grown man, it's awful.
Be ready.
Yeah.
You couldn't even have ice cream.
I wouldn't wish that.
You couldn't even cook an ice cream, man.
No, I couldn't. I think
it's like probably sore your throat.
I got down to like 205 and I was just like miserable.
How many pounds you lost? Like 15, you said?
Or at least, yeah.
And how long?
2 weeks.
Shit, at least we know a weight loss, you know?
Well, that's the thing is that you were losing. I felt like I was losing like water.
I had
a good weight. Because like it got to a point where I was being able to eat, but it was only soft things. So I can only eat mac and cheese, ice cream.
I got some sauce for you.
One time I had like lasagna. I was like so excited to eat lasagna because it like had ground meat. It had substance.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. And then I put the first bite of lasagna in my mouth and the acidity from the tomatoes burned the scar. And that was miserable. But
that's the thing though.
Long story short, keep your tongue in your mouth. And if you don't,
I'll get it early.
That's all. I'm going to end it there.
Get the surgery early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no fun. Surgery's no fun.
Open it up.
If you can avoid it, please do.
What's that in your hands, Playboy? What is it?
Oh, a little cigar. You know.
What's the company called again? He said it's the Second Amendment cigars?
Second Amendment cigars.
Right.
He has a shout out to Brian, Guns and Gars. That's another thing too. We forgot to give our shout outs at the beginning because I didn't even know we were recording. Shout out to our official sponsors of this podcast, Renaissance Medical Center.
There you go.
Family practitioner.
You can get your Cialis there. You can also get a checkup.
Whatever you need.
You can bring grandma and grandpa.
Exactly. It's a family affair.
It is. It's a family. This actually says it's a family practice clinic called Renaissance Medical Center.
Don't go over there requesting Cialis. If you have erectile dysfunction, I'm sure they can help you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a normal doctor's office, but shout out to them. And then shout out to Kira Saad, #1 Saad supplier in Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
Have the best marketing merchandise of any Saad company I know, the coolest shirts. Shout out to Eli, shout out to Davey, shout out to Marcus.
Yep.
Who else?
Gordy.
Yeah.
Gordy, come on, man. We protect your grass out here.
Yeah, but these cigars, so he started off basically, he supplies,
you told me they're selling it there.
These cigars are sold at the Corona Lounge in Tampa. But he does concealed weapons license permits. He does the classes, and then he supplies ammunition and guns to different organizations like the police and whatnot. And
whoever wants to buy them.
Yeah, shout out to Brian. Sure. Good cigars.
I was gonna smoke that, but we left, bro. I was still on that first one. How long does it take you to smoke one cigar? You feel like an hour and a half?
Depends how long and how if you're like just casually puffing it. It just really you're just
it just depends on how much you're pulling. Yeah.
And then the size too. Like this is a.
I like to get it down almost to like my fingers.
A lot of people do, and then like sometimes when you get it to the point where like you're starting to burn your fingers,
right?
They have these little picks that you can put in and kind of just like you see a lot of the old heads doing that. But I never get to that point, really and truly.
Because bro, I feel like most people, like my dad, like he might smoke a cigar like it'll still be like 25% left. It's like if you add those all 25%, you can make a whole in just 3 smokes, you can make like a whole cigar again. But but I get it. It's also the you holding it all the way to your lips. Like you might not want to do it. You just want to puff on it and time too. You don't want to just be there smoking it But I mean, if you're having a conversation, whatever, you just.
What's crazy is that you didn't really even get into the cigars until you started hanging out with us, me
and it's funny because
in Cuba.
Oh yeah, since I was little, they were all doing it around me, and I just thought it was that's something that older people do, not me.
Because you left them when you were
people when you go downstairs. Because I lived in the 5th floor, so when you would go downstairs to play or whatever, they were the older folks were doing it, But my dad also did it when he had some money, he would buy some, and he would teach me a few things about it, put it into your ear, making sure how it sounds, so it's not too dry, not too wet. If you're picking it out of a box, make sure you get the one that is kind of resembles the color of the box. Not one that's
I've never heard those, but
I mean, you learn different things. For example, not one that's too light or too brown. Whatever the color of the box, whatever the average of the, whatever they kind of look like, all the same. Get the one that looks similar to all of them. Don't get one that's a outlier, one that's too dark or one that's too light. If whatever you're smoking, if it's a dark cigar, then get something like. Yeah, those are strong, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm
you gotta have a full stomach on that. Even at that, I just sometimes they get a little too intense.
I'm when I first started smoking, that I got one of that was even mild. I felt it a little bit.
Do you get a little buzz?
I got to work. I don't know. If
sometimes you can't even judge it by the color too. Sometimes it just surprisingly hits you.
I just get I feel like it makes me want to just be social. I don't know if but it's not a buzz like alcohol. It's just something light. It's nothing.
Yeah.
A
little more body.
More like a brain. But buzz.
Because it's something you could do with your friends or do by yourself. And so I don't know. I like to do it with people.
Yeah.
And smoke cigars. That's why we go so often. And it's an alternative to drinking because I really don't like drinking during the week. It makes me I like to save that for once a week.
For the weekend.
For the weekend.
Yeah, about 10 drinks in 1 hour,
Yeah, that's
make up for the weekday.
It's all about balance.
Right.
10 drinks Saturday, then no drinks for the other 6 days. And that's the thing too.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah. You're not drinking drive.
No, drink responsibly. Only if you're of age.
It's scary now. I'm getting to the point I feel where
you don't feel anything.
Yeah, but if I want to feel something, I have to drink excessively, and then it just gets.
Bro, because you're 6'6", 230, you're a big dude, so
I can prolong it. And especially if I'm drinking vodka sodas,
you can't. that also too. You also drink like something that's clean. You drink like clean drinks, so they're not high on sugar, or they're not gonna.
For me, it has to be a short amount, a big amount in a short time.
Yeah.
For me to really feel it, and then on top of that, I have to consistently drink. Because if not, then I start to get a little come off, and I get a little tired, and then I want to.
I mean, that's a problem with alcohol. Yeah, like if you stop drinking, you kind of diminish. You kind of go down. You have to like stay up. It's kind of like a roller coaster. If you don't, you got to keep it up so it keeps going up. If not, that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like if you smoke or whatever, like other substances. Yeah. Like that happens too. If you don't stay up, you're gonna go down. But that's normal though. Drinking. I don't know. I had growing up. Just I didn't see it as something like I wanted to do. I do it socially sometimes with y'all. Like I enjoy it.
I don't drink by myself.
No, I feel like that's. I don't know. Maybe when you're older, you want to make like a cocktail, like make like a Manhattan or like an old fashioned.
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
But even that, I don't want to just enjoy it me. I want to like give a drink to somebody and see how they like it. Yeah. Like, yeah, I like this. This is good. Yeah. Like doing this by yourself sometimes is not the same unless like with like alcohol or whatever you do. Like you want to enjoy it with other people. It's kind of like a social thing. It puts everybody at ease. You talk more. You just open up. You don't really think about what's happening. You're enjoying it. Yeah, if you're in your bed, some people like to drink in the shower and shit. Like have a little, have like a little beer or whatever. Just enjoy themselves.
Like in the shower, like taking a shower.
In the shower, yeah.
You never heard of that? Like a bubble bath?
Well, bath.
Bubble bath.
That's true. Yeah.
When you sit in a bubble bath that long, I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm tall and I feel like my neck would hurt at a certain point.
That's true. You need a one made.
I probably need a custom
bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
Yeah. With bubbles already in it.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that people do while they're doing other things that I just don't understand. Like sometimes you'll see girls on Instagram and they'll post like them with a book on the river walk in the dead ass heat, and like the sun is like shining directly at them.
Trying to get some vitamin D, Playboy.
I understand, but how in the fuck do you read a book when the sun is shining directly in your? I don't know. I feel like I'd get a headache.
That's gotta be a good ass book. Then she focused on that book.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
people do it at the beach.
I think people just do it for the aesthetic, like to take a picture. Like, hey, I'm out. I'm in the city.
It could be some of that, but also just
I understand
being out.
Read your book, but like I don't know how you do it. More power to you.
I don't know. It is harder to read if you have light coming from behind. It has to be like going to the book. You got to turn.
Yeah, I like going out and I like walking outside and stuff like that. But there's certain things I just don't like doing outside, depending on the weather. Especially in the summer. Like there's limited things that I'll do. Like I never understood like picnics.
Yeah, it's romantic. Picnic.
Is it though? Think about it though. In the Florida heat, like you go out there 4 or 5 o'clock.
Don't go in the middle of the fucking summer.
There's flies out. Like we have a nice table at home. There's hundreds of restaurants to choose from, and you want to sit outside on the grass and get everything to go. The fries are already soggy.
Get some fruits, man.
The fruits every day. I want to enjoy myself for the weekend.
The picnic is more like a preparation thing. Like it makes it seem it doesn't make it. It shows like you put preparation for something that you like care about. Like going out with somebody and take them out.
The $200 I spend at
but $200
ass restaurants.
But $200 is like you just throwing money. Like you just putting it down.
Yeah, I'm rather with other money.
It does take time to make that money. Like you have to work, you have to do other stuff. And like I'm thinking of you when I made this, and like whatever, and we spend it together. But a picnic is like it takes more, like you have to bring the blanket.
I'm not worried about
bring the little. What is that thing? The little box
basket.
The basket. I've got the basket. The basket with the flop. The basket, bro. That's like some movie shit. I want to get a basket like that.
You want to get a basket?
Take girl out with a little cheese on grapes.
See, but that's the thing is, by the time the cheese gets there, it's gonna be all hot and nasty.
That you gotta go at like in the spring, maybe like the fall.
I think January,
fall, yeah,
November to January in Florida.
When it's cool, decent. It's like in the 60s. It can't if it's in the 50s. Nah, 60s is cool. 50s, bro, you gotta wear a hoodie in the 50s here.
Once that heat, like that sun starts to hit, though.
Yeah, you gotta be in a place where you kind of get the best of both, like under a tree or something. A tree that doesn't have too much pollen, because I'm gonna be sneezing too much, and I wanna, just have my nose be all runny while I'm trying to romanticize you and shit. So we gotta try to be in a time where it's not too much pollen out. It's also cool. So it has to be perfect. That's the problem with Florida.
There's too much factors that play into this perfect picnic thing.
You gotta
way too much.
You gotta plan it out.
The fucking heat.
Yeah, like if you meet a girl in the summer, don't take her out then. We'll just wait till later for a picnic date. You can't.
Yeah, like sometimes eating outside, bro.
I know.
Like, you want outside or inside?
You get like start getting sweaty just out being out. Like you take a shower, as soon as you walk out, you're already like wet. I'm like, God damn, I'm just take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Everybody's smelling musty by the time the
day is done. It's like that outside smell. Like a dog goes out and brings back in. Fucking dog smells like outside. Like,
how do you feel about people bringing dogs into certain public places? If they're not support dogs. I know we're going to piss off a lot of people with this, but I'd like to
I think
address it.
If you're eating like at a restaurant, public environment where it's like close, it's like indoors, and it's not your house, of course, it's a restaurant. You should not bring like your dog. Dogs don't wear underwear, bro. They don't. They just be out here raw on the air.
I understand support dogs. You know, if you have like a certain medical condition,
exactly.
That's everybody wants to milk it now. It's like, oh, that's my emotional support dog.
If you have PTSD, you've been in the army, like things of that nature, like military, you need a dog to be with you.
100%.
You know, stroke people, you might, something, seizures, whatever, things like that. That makes sense all the time. But if you're bringing your dog
that lives south of Kennedy does not need to bring her fucking Chihuahua in Chipotle because she has anxiety. I'm sorry.
Sarah gonna be 38 how when she hears this, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't even. Right. This is a random Sarah. I'm sure there's about 10 Sarahs that have a Chihuahua that go into Chipotle with.
First of all, fuck the Chihuahua. Get a better fucking dog.
Yeah.
Get a wiener dog. Get a better, smaller dog. Yeah, bro. Like Chihuahua's always barking at random shit. They got the, short syndrome. What is that called?
When I used to work in Hyde Park, there was this lady that used to bring her Chihuahua, bro, and it would not stop fucking barking. And it's like, she's like, oh yeah, it's my
give it some fucking bacon. You know why? You know why they probably be barking and shit? Because they be trying to probably give it some healthier shit. Just give it some fatty protein food.
Yeah, you're trying to give it your dandelion salad and your tofu burger. The dog doesn't want that. The dog's going to be shitting itself on the side of Hyde Park.
Nah, man. Yeah, you got to give them some. You got to give them something good. That's probably what they be barking too. Like you probably just got to carry some bacon, like that movie, as good as it gets. With the apartment that he has a dog, whatever, and just make the dog happy.
Oh, don't tell Sarah that she can't bring the dog into the establishment, and she freaks the fuck out. This is my emotional support dog.
Yeah, the entitlement is crazy.
Yeah, you get
fuck your dog. If this is the 1700s,
if I ever become mayor or governor, I'm outlawing emotional support dogs. Unless you got a condition to where you're relying on that dog, your dog can stay home.
Right. Right. And dog has to be trained. Dog has to know how to sit down, chill out.
You see the dog and it's trying to bite its ear off.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that's going to emotionally support you?
As soon as somebody walks by, the dog is like up or like, want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love dogs, so it's kind of like hard because I want to pet them and shit. But you got an ugly ass dog. Fuck that dog. Leave that dog at home. Don't bring him out. Or take him out to the dog park, or take it on a walk. The dog doesn't want to be sitting. Don't trick daddy like that. The dog doesn't want to be sitting down while you eating food. You're not even getting the dog fed. I mean, I guess it's socially the dog enjoys you being there with you, but like you're doing it for yourself. You're being selfish. That's the main thing. That's why people get mad at this.
The main thing,
right? The main thing is because you bring the dog out for you. It's not for the dog. I mean, maybe a little bit. But not really. The dog is not having that much fun at a fucking restaurant where it's not moving.
And you're pulling on his neck. Like the dog doesn't find that fun.
The dog
wants to be free. You need to take the dog to the dog park and let it run around and hump other dogs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the dog want to see. You want to smell new things. Want to be, smell that thing from the back. Do what dogs do. The dog can be doing that at a restaurant. Think of all the smells you get at a restaurant. The dog can do anything. The dog is just there. Damn. Yeah. Just hoping, imagining what I could be. But I'm here with this fucking leash on. Man, they got dog free.
But take it in a field.
Let's do something. Go to a farm.
The dog beach. We have a dog beach here in Florida. Take it there.
Yeah. Go to a farm with some cows around. Let the dog roam around. Let it be free for a little bit. If it gets lost, probably was meant to be. You never know. Nah, you should probably get the dog back. I don't think it's gonna do well in the wild. No. Nah. They're not gonna turn back into a fucking wolf now.
Were there dogs? A lot of people have dogs in Cuba?
Oh yeah,
or were they kind of just like free roaming?
There were a lot of free roaming dogs too, though. Yeah,
oh, just like
they were just
strays, like cats over here.
Yeah, you just look outside, you see two dogs like glued to each other because they were just fucking. So it's like they're trying to go separate ways. Mm-hmm. So it's like they're just out there, living life, living the best life.
Really?
Yeah, just trying to get food wherever they can. It was that was a different thing. Like over there, dogs they eat whatever you give them.
Really?
Yeah, like potato skins or bread, like whatever you have at home, like a little bit of rice with beans, like that's what they're eating.
Yeah, here dog food down there.
No, here they got a diet.
Oh yeah,
they got medicine for the hips. They got collagen because you need that for the bones, joints and all that.
You got dogs being treated better than people here.
Bro, when I see a dogs with their fucking nails painted, I lose my shit, dog. Yeah. Internally, I'm not gonna make
some dog hotels that are nice. There's some regular hotels that we have here.
I mean, I get it. It's your dog. You do what you want. It's your life. I don't care. But you painting your dog's nail for what? It's they ain't got no shoes on, or it's just always on pavement. I don't know. It looks cute. Not gonna lie, but imagine a pit bull with some pink nails would look cute, like with a little bow tie up top. That's like the dream dog, honestly.
Like what kind of dog?
Pit bulls. I want to get maybe cats, pit bulls, just have the whole house full, man. But it's the pet thing is a pain when you're trying to leave. Like if you want to leave for
that's another thing. People are like, oh, I want a dog because it's going to make me feel better. Then you realize you got to start treating it like a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, you don't want any kids.
You can't go. No, not now.
No, anytime soon. No, but people don't realize that it's.
Don't tell my mom that shit. Yeah. Here,
I hope you don't listen to this.
What? No,
but it's people think it's I'm gonna have the dog and it's gonna stay at my house whenever I'm done with it. No,
like that motherfucker's almost a human being. Like he's
almost, he's pretty much there.
Like you can't just like leave and like if you're going on vacation, you want to go to Malaysia, you can. You gotta take that dog with you, or like have somebody babysit the dog. There's the hotels and shit that you said, but that's like an extra payment now. Like and this is. You got love for that dog now, so it's not like you can just do whatever you want to it. So like you gotta take care of it, whatever. But yeah, it's hard with pets. Like I had birds, bro, two parakeets.
Oh yeah,
that's what I have. Remember, I had them. So I would put them outside during the day. One time I forgot to bring them back in at night. Fucking dead. There was a cat out there.
Oh.
And when the cats do, bro, they stay like outside of the cage and then just see them go wild. Just wait till they get fucking tired or like get stuck on the cage or something. Bro, they started going bananas, I guess.
Yeah.
And the cat, bro, it was crazy. The cat bit one, took his fucking head off. All it left him was the fucking body. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, vicious.
Bro, it was some shit out of a show. And I saw like a trail of blood and everything. I'm like, fuck, damn, cat. This is, and then when you see that, it's when you realize, like, oh, yeah, these are animals. Like, this shit happens. Like, we live in a human world where we might not see this in our, first world country, whatever, but this happens. Like, the cat just dismantled that motherfucker. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, poor little. Bro, my dog the other day, I walk outside in the backyard, she got a rat in her mouth. I'm like, what the fuck you get that at? She's like a little white dog. You seen her? I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
I said, put that down. Dead.
I've lived through like seeing like dogs my family's had, my parents, other relatives, and one specifically this was probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
We had a blonde lab, and I swear that dog lived through so much shit as far as health wise. He lived probably 3 years more than he should have. He had 3 strokes.
3 strokes?
It got to a point where his neck was like that because of all the strokes he had. Like leaning sideways. Like, and I was like, this poor guy. Why aren't we putting him down yet? Like, he does not want to live like this. And then he got ran over.
Oh, man.
Like, my stepdad was backing out his F-250 at the time.
Damn.
Leaving the driveway. And, the thing is with the dog was laying out in the driveway, and it's a light color.
Some sun.
So, like, maybe he had to go somewhere quick or whatever. Fuck. He was backing out, and he hit a thud or whatever. And then he freaked out, thought the dog was dead. The dog lived through that.
What?
Yeah. I thought it was dead, too. Yeah, and they weren't stock tires either. They were those
some fucking truck tires.
Yeah, he lived through that. And then
what the fuck?
Yeah, it was wild.
How old was the dog when it died?
Too old,
bro.
Too old.
I've seen some dogs like labs. They get a lot of like hip shit when they get older and all that because I mean they're big. They're big dogs. It's like like tall humans. Like sometimes I don't know you, but like if you're 7 feet, like knee pains or hip, whatever, all this shit.
That's why certain mobility.
Wait, the dog had 3 strokes.
3 strokes at one
How
point.
the fuck? Who was his physical therapy? God damn.
I don't know. He was like a cat, bro. He had 9 lives. It's crazy.
That's some shit out of movies, bro. Should have made a movie out of that dog.
But fuck Marley and Me, bro. That movie would have been way better.
Bro, my uncle's dog, this motherfucker got hit by a car, and he survived. He got hit hard. Like the car was going like 40, like 50 miles per hour or something like that. I think like 40 something.
Really?
Yes. And he flew in the air. Like he told me he saw the dog flew like a few feet in the air. He made it. He alive now. Well in there. Like you go to his house, he running around, and I'm like, bro, you almost died.
What kind of dog?
He's a mutt. He looks kind of like he's like the same size as like a lab, but his hair is like straight. I don't know what the hell he is. He's like black and like brown. He's a cute dog, but I mean, he don't got much in his head. I don't know if it was because he got CTE because of the accident, but CTE, like your brain is rattled. But CTE, but he's a good dog though. He
PTSD?
No, CTE is a lot of football players get it. Boxers. Basically, I think I'm not a professional again.
We are not professionals. Yeah, we are not medical professionals. You need to see a medical professional. Please go to Renaissance Medical Center.
I think it's the nerves in your brains, the connection, it kind of like disconnects or something like that. And then you start experiencing like migraine, like your brain basically kind of like shrinks.
Oh, okay.
Like Aaron Hernandez had that where, he like you also start acting not like yourself. Like you start getting depression and like a whole bunch of shit. Like you start wanting to like harm yourself, bad things.
Yeah. A lot of boxers probably get it, right?
Boxers get it. A lot of people that get hit to the head.
Athletes.
Yeah, athletes that get hit to the head, they get. I mean, especially football players, they just fucking ramming their head into each other. Yeah. Probably rugby players too. I've known. Remember the movie Concussion? Will Smith.
I never saw that one.
Oh, Will Smith plays this African doctor that he was the one that was kind of like poking the bear at that, kind of like bring awareness to it. Because, bro, I think it was a center for the Steelers back in the 70s, or a linebacker, one of them. A lot of them have committed suicide from it, where they get these pains and like they can't live with themselves and they just want to leave. And he was bringing awareness to that to like see if they can make it better or like what we could do. That's why a lot of these new rules in the NFL and all that on kickoff and not hitting themselves on the like leading and all that. Mm-hmm. That happens. But it also happens in like soccer. It happens in boxing a lot, combat sports, like all that stuff. But our brain is like it's almost like an egg, when you think about it. Like if you shake it too hard, I don't know, some shit's gonna happen. Some people might not be.
The yolk's not gonna stay intact.
It might break. So something's gonna give. It ain't
That's a good way to look at the brain.
We're not like rams just like hitting each other and shit.
Yeah.
So
our heads were not built for that.
No, not at all, bro. Listen, we're about to hit an hour just talking shit here, man.
Goes, man.
Oh, we can do 3 hours.
At work, freaking out over 5 minutes that goes super slow, and it's before you know it. That's wild.
I told you we could do like just going back and forth, and especially if we bring somebody else over, like when we bring whoever, like talk to them.
We plan on having some guests on here, some special guests.
Yeah,
not every time, but we're gonna do it quite often. So
right,
we'll be looking forward to that. So if anybody has anything to offer and you're not useless, and you'd like to talk about something,
I mean, even if you're useless, we can learn from you. You can tell us how not to be useless.
100%.
Because if you tell us how you do that, we will not do that. So we can learn even from that.
It's all love. Even provide something special to the show.
For sure.
Talking out of your ass.
No. I mean, we can, but not you. Not him.
Yeah, that's the point of the show. But you got to talk about something good, in exchange.
No, like if we plan to have some Tampa
Tampa Billy people. We also plan
you know,
on having a separate video series where we're interviewing these people, potentially going to their businesses,
kind of
asking them all kind of, you know, same thing we're doing here, shooting the shit, but at the same time, like just
gotta give them some light, you know, for the city, for people to see it, because you can't be, you know, sometimes you just get caught up with the same places you go to all the time.
Yeah.
So like kind of give view to like everything else in the city and like people that we appreciate, you know, people that we like. So give
100%.
them a view on this platform we got, man. You know,
we hope to do that and get what we can as far as in like how they started, what specifically got them into what they do. Right. And then we also plan on doing a separate thing with like, hopefully, when all said it's
don't even tell them, Tom G. You know, when it comes out, you don't want to give too much game. You don't want to go too much game, bro.
It's okay. But
it'll come.
Anyways, that's all we got for you today. If you have any suggestions on what topics you'd like us to talk about specifically, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. If not, we're going to keep on talking shit, and we have a lot of shit to talk.
For sure.
So on that note, it's your boy Tommy and Anibal.
In the house. You know what we about, bounce.
You guys have a great day.
We'll catch you on another week, man. Another episode.